Okay guys, I didn't really want to do a vlog today, but it's cold. But I've been thinking a lot about the stuff that's been going on Adrian Nickelodeon's channel regarding texting and driving. So I want to talk about it a little bit. If you guys aren't familiar with Adrian Nickelodeon's channel, which it's really hard to imagine that you would be here and not know who he is, but anyway, if you're not, what he's always been about is improving your roadcraft as a motorcyclist and safety. And I wouldn't say it's like that's what his channel is about, but it's the main theme that's in his channel. And so lately what he's been doing is finding people that are on their phones in traffic and giving them a story of a girl who hit and killed 2 elderly people while texting or while on the phone and driving, in hopes that having them read this story would get them to rethink their behaviors. And so what I want to talk about is whether or not Adrian Nickelodeon is an activist, and whether or not he considers himself to be an activist is something I can't speak to, obviously, because I'm not him. But I consider his dedication to this cause to be activism, because what he's basically doing is something called leafleting. And there's a lot of debate over whether leafleting is effective or not. And so what I want to talk about is kind of a spectrum of activism, going from slacktivism to activism to terrorism. And I would define slacktivism as just a feel-good measure that has no real impact. And it's often characterized by people who don't stick with a topic. You know what I mean? They care about something for a week, as long as their friends can see that they're a good person, and then they drop it. Activism is a more sustained effort that does have appreciable impact, and terrorism is just to the extreme where now violence has become part of it. So obviously the goal, I think, is to be an activist. And what I want to talk about is something that I've noticed since being a vegetarian, is a lot of people who don't want to dedicate themselves to the diet, or maybe they cognitively want to, but they just don't think they have what it takes to commit to it. They will find reasons and justifications to excuse why they don't do it, and why you do it is pointless. So yeah, what I would say is he has a lot of detractors saying, oh, nothing's ever going to help, you might as well just save it. People that say that, it's because they don't want to put forth the effort to actually try to make a change, and so they have to try to bring down somebody who is, to make themselves feel like less of a lazy, complacent asshole. So what I would say to Adrian Nickelodeon is keep up the good work. It's definitely one way to address the problem. There are many ways to address the problem, but there's nothing wrong with any one way. And if he affects even a little bit of change in one person's heart, he's made an appreciable change, because that may save some motorcyclist's life someday, or some pedestrian. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Adrian Nickelodeon and his role in that particular type of activism. So let me know what you guys think. Different ideas I think we could toss around, or things that we could, different things we could maybe each do to address the issue of texting and driving in our communities. And I'd be really interested to hear what kind of ideas you guys come up with. I think leafletting is a good idea. And it's one way to go about it, and I'm sure there are lots of other good ideas that we can come up with. You guys have a good one, stay warm, and I'll see you next week.